again, you're watching Cruise1st TV on Sky Channel 681, but you knew that already. But welcome to our biggest ever sale, because Black Friday has arrived right here with big savings to be had, as well as fabulous freebies to give you the best value cruise holiday. All you have to do is unlock the savings and book by the 6th of December.
Yes, and in this show we're making that super easy, because all of the deals coming up can be booked today for just a low deposit of £199 per person. Now, we're going to be cruising in this show with Princess Cruises. We have got 3 spectacular feature deals on the way, including the ultimate sunshine getaway to Costa Rica and the Caribbean for next November. Then we're heading down under to cruise Sydney to Singapore on an epic 25-night adventure for 2025. Before we round off the show with your chance to experience Canada and New England in the fall for next October. That's the autumn, by the way. That's what they call it. Yeah.
The fall.
Yeah, fall.
Lovely.
In Boston.
Wow, that sounds like we've got a lot to do. That's this shirt. That's how it will look.
Oh, yeah, they'd love that.
At that time of the year.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we have got an action-packed show taking you right the way around the world. And let me tell you, now is the time to snap up some extra savings.
The Cruise1st Black Friday sale is now on with exclusive savings of up to £300. Book between now and the 6th of December to enjoy £50 off no-fly cruises and fly cruise packages. We'll take £100 off cruise and stay packages, plus a massive £300 off cruise and tour packages. With selected offers including free drinks packages, onboard Wi-Fi, stateroom upgrades and hotel stays, what are you waiting for? Take advantage of the Cruise1st Black Friday sale on now until the 6th of December.
Oh yeah, there's a lot to get your teeth into, and we've got big cruise packages coming up in this show, so let's crack on straight away. We are going to the Panama Canal with Costa Rica and the Caribbean first, which is lovely. It's a 15-night package, and the package itself is available on various dates from October next year through to March in 2025. We're going to be pricing up the 10th of November, where we're going to fly you stateside to Florida, the Sunshine State. We've got a 2-night stay in Miami before we cruise. Always music to my ears. Haven't been yet. Of course, you know it's going to happen. But
yes.
Look.
I just love that. I love any package that starts with a little mini break in Miami, because I just think this is the tip of the iceberg. You'll love it so much you'll want to come back for a longer stay for sure. But what a great way to start your adventure. Just 2 little nights to relax, just be horizontal on the beach, or enjoy some great food down in South Beach, some shopping. Then we're going to be heading down to Fort Lauderdale, where you'll be boarding the beautiful Emerald Princess for 12 nights. Lovely length cruise, 12 nights, isn't it? You know, a week doesn't ever feel long enough, so 12 nights is just that in between, and I think you're going to find so much to do whilst you're on board. Now, the dining on Princess is legendary. It is award-winning. I mean, they've been voted best pizza by Cruise Critic and USA Today. They actually have Michelin star curated menus. You've even got something called the Chef's Table Lumiere, where you can actually have a really special meal. Look, maybe you're celebrating like a big anniversary. It might be your 50th, or like a milestone birthday, and you want to book that Chef's Table Lumiere. But that being said, you can't go wrong with just the regular dining room every night if you fancy it, because the food is so good. I tell you what, you're going to be so spoiled whilst you're on board.
Yeah, you're going to have a great time, and that's what a cruise is all about as well. It's, you know, yes, on this itinerary it's going to be about the destinations and the experiences along the cruise as well, but your cruise ship has got to be home from home, luxurious, comfortable, nice, and a little bit more low-key than some of the other cruise lines as well, which I like. I mean, there is great fun to be had. There is lots and lots of activities going on, but there's also lots of places to just go and be horizontal. That's perfect time for the Sanctuary to just pop up there, which you can book an afternoon there, you and your other half, and you can just go quietly on a lounger, just, you know, be looked after and pampered. Kids are going to love it. There's plenty for them to do on these ships as well if you're taking the kids with you. If you're not, you'll hardly know that there are kids on board, because, you know, they are off doing their thing.
They're entertained.
Absolutely.
This is the thing. They have the purpose-built spaces for your children of all ages, including the teenagers who have their very own purpose-built area too. So they're so entertained with their friends that, like you said, you won't even notice.
Yeah.
And they're well looked after. Of course, they have a full nursery on board if you're bringing real itty-bitty kiddies with you. So, you know, honestly, there is something for everybody. It is classic cruising at its finest, Princess. And there's also some hallmarks of this cruise line, including the movies under the stars, which is such a fun event. You get to watch a movie outside. They do the popcorn, they do the snacks, they do the drinks. So we are cruising out of Fort Lauderdale, and the first port we're hitting is Oranjestad, Aruba, part of the famed ABC Isle group, Dutch Antilles Islands. Beautiful and colourful. From the moment you cruise in, you'll see these pastel-coloured houses. It's luxury all the way when it comes to shopping right there as well. Then we're on to Willemstad, Curacao. Now, this is my favourite of the ABCs. It's so picturesque. You have the Queen Emma pontoon bridge. You also have the famous synagogue, which has a sand flooring. You can also go and see the blue Curacao factory. Then we're on to Cartagena, the walled city, which is undeniably beautiful and hustling and bustling. And some top picks to shop for here include emeralds and coffee. Then we do a partial transit of the Panama Canal. Very cool. I used to do a ship that did that the entire time, and I think you get just as much value as a full transit. So you're going to have a guide talking you through from the minute you get up. Then it's Colón. This is usually a service call for excursions in this port. So if you book excursions like the rainforest, or you might go on a canoe to the local indigenous village, this is where they will pick you up. There's so many excursions to book for Colón, so speak to your team. Then it's Puerto Limón, Costa Rica, where you can see the sloth sanctuary, one of my favourite places to visit in that port. They're amazing animals. But then there's also the Vergua rainforest, where you can zip line through the rainforest canopies. It's unbelievable. Georgetown Grand Cayman is up next, where you can go and visit Stingray City or the gorgeous 7 Mile Beach. Ritz-Carlton is right there as well. You've got the Crystal Caves, and you also have Hell. Take my word for it, it's interesting to visit. A day at CC's was back into Fort Lauderdale after this epic adventure where we are transiting, well, half transiting the Panama Canal, but also taking in gorgeous Colombia, fantastic, Caribbean, the ABC Isles, and finishing up with a little touch of Caribbean there in the Cayman Islands as well.
Perfect, absolutely perfect. And you know what, if you are a Princess Cruiser, you will know straight away that this itinerary is for you. If you've never cruised with Princess before, honestly, there are so many people on board who've been on again and again and again. They've got a massive high repeat rate of customers who go back and cruise regularly with them, because there is this familiarity, as Joe says, throughout the fleet. So you'll find such a warm welcome on board. So this is November next year, but because we're talking Black Friday right now, a low deposit of just £199 each will secure the extra special deal that we've got for you. It includes the flight from the UK out to Miami, 2 nights hotel stay there, and then 12 nights of cruising on Emerald Princess to Costa Rica in the Caribbean, including that partial transit through the Panama Canal. End the cruise in Fort Lauderdale, and then you'll fly back to the UK. Now, if you book this by the 6th of December, you'll get the extra Black Friday savings, making this offer tumble in price to just £2,099 per person. You must book this though by the 6th of December to get that special price tag, and you can lock in the deal right now with deposits of just £199 each. That will secure that Black Friday price tag if you book this by the 6th of December. We are good. Now, if you like the package as a whole, there are other dates from October next year through to March in 2025. And if you're going for this one, and I don't see any reason why you wouldn't, because it's far enough away to get it planned in right now with your low deposit, here's the upgrade prices for you as well. So if you want to go up to ocean view to balcony or up to the suite, do you know what? There's not much, is it? Not much in it between the balcony and the suite there at all, is there? Sounds very, very nice indeed. Remember, it's very simple to make this all inclusive as well. We'll talk to you more about that later on in the show with Princess Plus. £50 per person per day includes so much more than just drinks, and we'll go through that in a little bit more detail as we get through the offers. But we're talking about getting through the offers. We want to get through as many as we possibly can. So if you like the idea of that one, book it by the 6th of December to lock in that great deal with the low deposits. 0800 953 4700. You lucky people. Honestly, it's incredible. We love Black Friday, and there's Black Friday all over our website as well. So many deals to be had there. And remember, they all need booking by the 6th of December. I mean, I can't say that enough, really.
When do they need booking by?
6th of December, no later.
Sure? Yeah, no. But why would you want to miss out on these extra savings? It just makes sense.
That's more spending money on a holiday, isn't it?
Yeah, and also you are locking in the deals before the obvious price hike. So let's be honest, everything's going up. But travel, we want to make sure we have these in the diary. So we have another one on offer for you, going even further afield this time.
Yeah.
It is luxury Australia to Singapore with Indonesia and Malaysia for 25 nights. And this one's a little bit into the future. It's September the 22nd, 2025 that we're basing this one on. We're going to fly you down under to sizzling Sydney for a 2-night pre-cruise stay. All the yeses. Two days in Sydney to become acclimatised, and two, I would just take my time strolling from district to district, from the rocks, perhaps round to the town centre, the harbour bridge, head up to Taronga Zoo, take a little harbour cruise, do all the relaxing things while you're there, I think.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Acclimatised.
I mean, you want to see the big tourist attractions, and you probably want to at least go onto Bondi Beach, don't you?
Yeah.
And go and check it out and say that you've been there. But there is so much to do in Sydney. This package has 2 nights there, but if you know that you've never been there before and you want a few more days there, we can always tailor the package for you and make it longer. But you can do a lot in Sydney over those 2 nights.
Kayaking in the harbour, that would be fun, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Imagine the views you'd see. You can also do bridge climb, and don't worry, they harness you in. But that's an interesting thing to do. Then it's time for us to board the iconic Crown Princess for 18 fabulous nights. So you've got over 2 weeks to enjoy the Crown Princess as you head all the way through fabulous Indonesia and Malaysia, where you can dine, you can relax, you can indulge in all your hobbies, because there's loads of great, like I call them like mini clubs on board, where you can do everything from scrapbooking to colouring in to learning how to napkin and towel fold. You know, if you go into your stateroom and you see all these incredible sculptures they've created. If you've cruised before, you might know what we're talking about, like the elephants and the hanging monkeys and all kinds of things. You can learn how to do that on board, so you can kind of go home with a little bit of a skill. If you want to document your cruise and your travel and learn some fun whiz bang pop things on your iPad, there's actually classes for that as well. So, lots to entertain you aside from the obvious cruising activities, which include, of course, eating and socialising and drinking.
And when it comes to eating, you've got such a massive array of restaurants on board as well. In fact, let me just tell you right now that Crown Princess, actually at this time of the year that we're taking this cruise, she is gearing up the following May to take a massive world cruise as well.
Right.
So she is well travelled, and the team on board very, very experienced as well. Restaurants, we've got speciality Italian on board, Sabatini's, the world famous Crown Grill, which wins award after award after award. You've got Salty Dog Gastropub. That's the place to head. That's a speciality as well, but that's well worth treating yourself to. But your main dining as well on board, you are going to absolutely love every night. Included is this fabulous, wonderful big occasion dining in the main restaurants there. And if you only ever go main dining, you will have had the most spectacular food.
Yeah. Absolutely. There's the Wheelhouse Bar, the Skywalker's nightclub, where they actually run lots of events as well, like Caribbean night whilst you're there. You'll have Brazilian night, all of those kind of things that the cruise staff and their team run for you to make it special. Then we're in straight away to Brisbane. We're straight up in Queensland, which is kind of gateway to Surfers Paradise and the Gold Coast. So you can head to the beach or enjoy the world famous koala sanctuary right there as well. Then we're on to Early Beach, and this is gateway to the Whitsunday Islands, which are an incredible archipelago of 74 islands. featuring pristine reefs and very calm lagoon-like waters. I mean, there's nowhere like it on Earth. Then we're into Darwin, which is known as the top end, the Northern Territories, with that incredible sort of arid territory. But you also have an amazing wildlife park there, Kakadu, where you can see Australia's big five, the kangaroo, koala, platypus, echidna and wombat. Then it's Indonesia, and Lombok, you know, is a very tranquil island. Many say it's like Bali 30 years ago. Motor vehicle free, so just grab a sand bike, or fat bike as they're called, cycle around the island and enjoy the nature. Then it's Penang, Malaysia, where you can actually see the brilliant Penang Butterfly Farm, which is very cool, the Habitat Penang Hill, worth a visit. And you also have the incredible Snake Temple on offer to visit. Kuala Lumpur is up next for the amazing Petronas Twin Towers and the Sky Tower and the Batu Cave. So if you want to see some amazing history right there, Malaysian history, that is a must-see whilst you're in that port. The bird park's amazing also. Then we're going to disembark in Singapore, and we have a 2-night mini break here. I love that your trip starts with 2 nights and then ends with another 2 nights, so you don't feel like you're having to rush home. Known as the Garden City, this has some of the most luxurious shopping on Earth in Orchard Road, but at the same time you've got the hustle bustle of the traditional Asian markets. Whether you just go and grab a snack, some street food, and Singapore is known for it, or do a bit of bartering and negotiating for shopping. Then there's the cable car. You get some lovely overviews as well if you go to Gardens by the Bay. It's a superb city, it really is. And then of course we'll fly you back home to the UK.
Good old bookend, this one. So you've got to stay in Sydney at the beginning and stay in Singapore at the end, and a fabulous cruise around Australia and Indonesia and Malaysia as well, which is wonderful. Great to see Kuala Lumpur pop up on that itinerary as well, because that's a real highlight city for a lot of these cruises in this part of the world. So September in 2025, we're locking in a great price and Black Friday savings right now, of course, if you book by the 6th of December. Your deposit today on this one, just £199 each to lock in the deal, which includes the flight to Sydney from the UK, 2 nights in a hotel there, 18 nights on the Crown Princess around Australia, Indonesia and Malaysia, ending in Singapore with a 2-night hotel stay there and the flight back from Singapore back to the UK. The price is exceptional and should be more, remember. And after the 6th of December will be more. 3,449 per person right now, and you've got this deal wrapped up, and you've got it wrapped up, and what, the best part of 2 years to look forward to the opportunity as well. Deposits today of just £199 each again makes budgeting, that's the word, thank you Mr. P, budgeting so simple for this. And one more thing before we wrap this up, you can upgrade to a balcony for just the price of an ocean view on this offer for just $399 more as well. That's tempting, isn't it? Let's have a look at those details actually, and you'll see that the ocean view and balcony prices are the same. It's not a mistake. We are saying to you, pay an ocean view upgrade. We'll upgrade you again, thanks to our amazing relationship with Princess Cruises, up to a balcony, which would be very, very nice on this itinerary, wouldn't it? If you want to know more, do call us right now, 0800 953 4700. Get the details and get the booking in as quickly as you possibly can, at least by the 6th of December with your low deposits. And if you want to make it all inclusive, of course, Princess Plus is there as your friend, with drinks and so much more from £50 per person per day. Wonderful. Call our team right now. Listen, we are just trying to cram in as many offers as we can into a half-hour show. There are so many more Princess and all the other major cruise lines Black Friday deals on the website cruise1st.tv. So with that in mind, let's hop straight to our next deal, which is Canada and New England in the fall, where the leaves look like this. Yeah. 10 nights, and we've got various dates from August to October of both next year and in 2025. We'll give you a price though based on the 3rd of October next year, where we'll fly you to the Big Apple for 2 nights in New York before we cruise. Wonderful.
Brilliant.
That is going to be an incredible couple of days. Still haven't seen New York. Is there a roller coaster I just saw there in New York?
Oh, that'll be Coney Island.
Oh.
So Coney Island is in Brooklyn. You just take a subway train and you're right there on the ocean with this iconic theme park. It's so cool. Now, the great thing about New York, it doesn't matter when you visit, in the dead of winter, in the height of summer, it is a superb city in all seasons. And you've got to get in the yellow cab for sure. Take the Staten Island ferry as pictured. Head over to the top of the Rock and also the Empire State Building. Do a spot of shopping on Fifth Avenue and see the Statue of Liberty. There's some of the musts when you're in New York City.
Sounds
the
good.
city that never sleeps. And then we're on to where you can sleep. We're on to the Enchanted Princess for 7 fabulous nights. Gorgeous ship. Now, she launched in 2020 and she was built from the ground up as a smart ship. So she's Princess Medallion class. That means you'll get like a little medallion when you're on board where you can just wear it around your neck, and like they do some cute little jewelry you can put it into. So you like a choker or a bracelet. You wear that and then you can open your stateroom with it. You can order champagne with it, or whatever you want to order. But it just makes life easier for you because you can kind of interact with displays around the ship with your medallion as well. So it's brilliant.
And also, if you use the app on that point, if you use the app as well as a group, you always know where each other are. It's easier to find each other, rather than trying to describe where you are. Well, I'm stood next to a yellow sign. Well, that's not really helping me much. It's very, very easy to find each other because this is a bigger ship, and with a bigger ship comes more things to do, more places to dine, more lounges to enjoy, more entertainment spaces, and more experiences like the Chef's Table Luminaire, which is a very, very, very exclusive. I think only 10 people a night actually get to experience a really, really special night of tailored dining just to you. And the specialty restaurants, again, wonderful. Crown Grill, of course, their famous steakhouse, Sabatini's for fresh Italian dishes. Salty Dog Gastropub. We all long to go in there for some nice triple fried chips and lovely.
You said the magic words there. triple cooked chips.
Yeah. Got to be done, hasn't it?
Crooners, this is really fun. It's got Sinatra-esque music and sort of old school, your old school cocktails as well, like your Cesaracs and your old fashioned and that kind of thing. And of course, you can learn to mix cocktails when you're on board Princess Live. This is where you can be part of the live daily TV show on Princess as well. And there's the Vista Lounge. As the name suggests, great views from there. Movies Under the Stars. This is a bit of a production with Princess and super fun as well. You have the Sea Walk. You have views right down to the ocean. The Sanctuary. This is your adults only top deck retreat. And of course, let's not forget the Lotus Spa. The menu on there is extensive with the capital E. I mean, everything you can imagine. They even do tweakments. They even do acupuncture, inothermy. Loads and loads of interesting treatments are on offer. Then we're straight into Newport, Rhode Island in the beautiful East Coast. Great for its wine, so do take a winery tour, or maybe you want to head to Ocean Drive, see some of the mansions there. They're incredible. This was like an old school seaside resort. Then it's Boston, where you can head on the Freedom Trail or have a selfie outside of Cheers Bar where everybody knows your name. Quincy Marketplace, I have to say, is so much fun, and they have delicious food there. You'll be wanting to pick up every cake you can. Then it's Bar Harbor. This is actually one of my favourite on the itinerary because they have the cutest wooden houses right there oceanfront with lots of little sort of local boutiques and craft stores. You can go and learn about scrimshaw carving, for example. Then it's St John's, Canada for its beautiful Bay of Fundy. And if you want to do a bit of a nature experience, do speak to the Princess Shore Excursions team as they'll have some great suggestions for you, and they always do in this port of call. Then it's Halifax, which is known to have on Pier 21, one of the longest piers in Northern America. So they have coffee shops, restaurants, bars, and it all leads up to the beautiful lighthouse. Then a day at Sea sees us back into New York. You'll disembark and we fly you home, and it's all included. So you've enjoyed a mini break in New York City, the city that never sleeps. You've headed on to the Enchanted Princess and seen some of the hot spots of Canada and New England. Honestly, this is one of my favourite itineraries of all time, Canada and New England, and you're going to love it.
It's fantastic. And you know what? It's 2 nights in New York in the package and the price I'm about to give you. But if you want that 2 nights to be 4, 6, 66, just talk to the team and we'll make it happen. So this is for October next year. Perfect time to take a break like this if you've never done it before. The flight out to New York included 2 nights in a hotel there, and then you've got your Enchanted Princess cruise of 7 nights doing Canada and New England at the most perfect time of the year when the leaves are all turning like this. And then of course the flight back from New York at the end of the holiday. Catch the Black Friday price right now and make sure you book this by the 6th of December. Deposits today of £199 each if you want, and your price tag is rather good. But it will only be good until the 6th of December. This price tag here at 1649. Now for my money, and every time I've tried to cost up, you know, me and my other half have tried a couple of times to cost up trips to America. You get barely past flight prices and start looking at hotels, and suddenly you're spending thousands and you haven't even done anything yet. You are doing so much on this adventure. Remember, it's deposits today of just £199 each, and sorry to do this to you again, but if you want to upgrade to a balcony, just go for the ocean view price. We'll upgrade you from there to the balcony, and here's the price for that. $399 more to go ocean view. We'll upgrade you from there to the balcony for not 1 penny piece more, which is incredible if you think about it. 0800 953 4700. Remember, that has got the Black Friday saving in there, so take advantage of that while you can. Remember, Black Friday, all of the deals that we've got in Black Friday will expire at the end of the 6th of December. So it really is in your interest. I mean, I'm not here to be pushy at all, but if you see a deal that you like in one of these Black Friday shows, it is in your interest to move on it as quickly as you possibly can, because it's not just the prices that are changing, it's going to be the availability as well. Some of these cruises will sell out during the Black Friday promotion, so take advantage of them right now is my advice. 0800 953 4700. And you do want to look, by the way, talking as we were earlier on the Crown Princess, on the opportunity of flying down under to Sydney in May in 2026 and maybe doing the 114-night world cruise that she's doing, or a sector of that, because it sounds super exciting. Again, talk to the team on that. 0800 953 4700. So before we wrap up the show, we've got to give you more, haven't we? So we've got amazing deals with Princess now, which can be booked for a low deposit of £199, plus they all include your exclusive Black Friday price tag. So let's start. PC476. Step forward for a 12-night package for the 3rd of August next year, flying out to Barcelona for a 2-night stay there, and then you join Emerald Princess for 10 nights of cruising to Ibiza, Gibraltar, Spain, France and Italy, including Rome, from 1449 per person if you book this by the 6th of December, and you can do a low deposit on that, which is brilliant. Then PC477, the one in the middle there, 12 nights on this one for the 2nd of November, and this is Italy, Greece and Rome. So you fly out to Rome for a 2-night hotel stay, and then you join the Island Princess for 10 nights of cruising in Sardinia, Sicily, Tunisia, Greece, Kotor and Dubrovnik, back to Rome from 1649 per person with the Black Friday saving if you book this by the 6th of December. Deposits on that one as well from £199 each. And then we've got PC478, which is for next November, 12 nights again, all told on this one, of flying to Rome on the 12th of November for 2 nights in a hotel there, and 10 nights of cruising, again on the Island Princess, but a different route this time, taking in the Greek Isles and Greece, ending in Piraeus, the port for Athens, and that's from 1749 per person with the Black Friday savings there. Low deposits again of £199 each, and of course you can add nights in Athens to that if you talk to the team. They're all on the website, as are hundreds more Black Friday deals, not just with Princess but with all of the major cruise lines. We are so busy right now, Jo, aren't we?
Oh my gosh, and you need to be as well.
Yes.
You need to be faster on your feet to nab these deals. Exactly. Because you could have your next holiday, the holiday after that and the holiday after that all booked and locked in.
We can sort out the next couple of years of holidays.
With an easy deposit as well.
Yeah.
So you just put that small deposit down today and you've got everything secured for the future. And that's allows you to breathe a sigh of relief, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Over to you now. We're back with more later. Bye-bye.
Sun's coming.